Hello everybody, welcome back to video number 7 of Stranded Deep, my first play. Here you see that I was down to 0 health bars, and I had a couple of problems with this video when I made it. First of all, there was no sound. My video recording program that I use for whatever reason didn't record my voice, nor did it record the game's sound, even though it was set to. Sometimes it does that, but the second problem here that I had is when I recorded this video, I had a crash. And you'll see here again, I was down to 0 health and I was freaking out. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to die. I figured I was going to die any moment. But I was just continuing to still look around and find resources and see if I could, get anything together to do anything with. I had went ahead and used these rocks, split a rock with my knife, and ended up making a spear because I had heard the sounds of one of the sharks while I was eating some potatoes on this island, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this spear, and since I was at 0 health and I figured I was going to die, I mean right there you can see I'm at 0 health, it's 1:40 in the afternoon, and I was like, you know what? If I see that shark come up here again, I am going to get revenge. And I was ready. I was looking for any shark just to take my anguish out on and, get revenge. And I ended up looking for one and I ended up grabbing this, sardine here. And I'm like, yeah, you guys see that? If I can hit a small fish with my spear and spear it, I can definitely take you big fat fatties out with my spear because you guys are a lot bigger target. And I was just sitting here trying to figure out how to take my fish off my spear, and I looked here and it was 3:30 in the afternoon, and I went ahead and clicked my left mouse button and I saw it. I was like, woohoo, I'm getting health back because I was at 0. Now I had 1 bar of health. I was like, wow, I'm regaining health, and I was pumped up. I was like, yeah, maybe I'm actually gonna beat this thing and I'm gonna beat this shark attack. And I was all happy, and then all of a sudden it happened in the game. All of a sudden I couldn't open my inventory, I couldn't hit my F key to look at my watch anymore, and I was like, what the heck is going on? So I was like, oh geez. I was like, alright, no big problem. I went ahead and saved my game. I was like, I'll just save my game and I'll go ahead and relaunch the game. Now remember, this game's in early access, so you're going to see some weird bugs like this. But I went ahead and relaunched the game as you see here. And I went in to go ahead and load it. And right now, at least in early access, it only allows you 1 save point and 1 load point. And I was like, alright, no problem. Started loading it, and it just hung up at 89%, and it never would complete. I tried it like 3 times, and I couldn't get back into it because I guess I'd saved it where it glitched. And while it was disheartening, I finally decided to not let a glitch be the end of my story here. Zaxter99. So what I did is I went ahead and started the game completely over, and had a little bit of different island. I was able to see the procedural generation and see that my, the island it starts you next to was a little bit different. I decided to go ahead and build a bigger and better hut this time. Took a lot of trees to actually chop down, but I made myself the crude axe to start with. Started gathering a lot of these sticks and the plant fiber, the lashing to tie them together with, and started putting my double-sized, hut together here for this one. And placing it was a little tricky, but I ended up getting it, and just continued to work really quickly and really efficiently at getting this hut put together. That was like my first mission, was to go ahead and get a hut. And my idea here was to go ahead and build a bed, but build it up inside the hut. And I was like, you know what, this will be big enough, and that's one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and build it bigger, so I could put a bed up under the roof, without blocking it in the way. But then when I tried to, it wouldn't let me put it inside. I was trying to, place it here. So I decided to go ahead and grab all my materials and place them inside the hut to see if that would allow me to build the bed inside my hut. So here I am just trying to get all the supplies that I need gathered inside the hut. It's kind of funny when you decide not to place it and you let go of the placement button on your mouse. It just throws everything, all your supplies everywhere, so you gotta gather them all back up again. So here I see my bed again, and even when I tried to start crafting it inside the hut, it still wouldn't let me place it inside. So I was like, ah, darn it. So I was like, alright, well, I want a view of the stars anyway while I sleep. So went ahead and placed it right there. And then I continued to work through the night and gather up all the coconuts from all the trees that, you know, I had chopped down and put them in a nice pile near my hut so that they would be right there and available for me. I built a campfire and I learned how to actually cook crabs. Crabs are easy to kill, and you just simply grab the crab with the right mouse button, and you gotta sit there and kind of hold it over your campfire. And crabs take like a minute to a minute and a half each to cook, so you gotta sit there and hold them. It takes a little time, but then when you hear that bing, it turns into a cooked crab, as you can see right there. And then you can eat it. And I was like, wow, this will probably be really tasty. Sounds good anyway. And I continued to work through the night and cook up a big pile of crabs until it got dark. And like I say, it takes a little bit of time, and worked late into the night that second night, I believe. And continued just cooking those crabs until the fire, until the fire went out, is what I did. Kind of cool how you can hear it sizzling. So finally, after midnight, I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to bed, and went to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning, I woke up to this. See, I was really hungry and really thirsty, but it was just raining, and it started just raining cats and dogs. And I was really happy that I had built this hut to keep me out of that rain, because that looked like a driving rainstorm out there. And I was wondering if I had been stuck out there in that rain, if I would have got some kind of, you know, cold or got sick or something like that. And I was like, you know, I wanted to play this again. And the reason I played it again is I wanted to kind of put up a similar situation to what I had before, where I got bitten by sharks. So I kind of wanted to get me an island ready to come back to. And while it was raining here I am just chopping up some coconuts, trying to get my hydration and hunger up, because I was really hungry and really thirsty when I woke up this morning. So here I am just drinking some coconuts. But I really want to get back to where I got stuck on that first game where I was bitten by a shark. So I decided that in this game I just kind of wanted to build me a hut and get me some stuff ready, and then maybe swim out and see if I can get the sharks to bite me again. So here I am, I'm just, I've got hydrated now, I believe. Now I'm just cutting the coconuts up into pieces, and to eat the coconut, pick them all up here. Still hear the driving rain outside. It was just raining like all day long, I believe. It was crazy. And in real life, I would definitely be happy that I had built this hut, for sure. I mean, just standing out in the rain in the game, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. But finally, the next morning, the rain had stopped, and I decided, you know what? Well, I'm going to go get bitten by a shark, because this was like day number 3, I believe. And I don't believe the watch is actually working on showing the correct number of days that you've been out there, because I'm pretty sure that I was on day number 3 here, but my watch kept saying only 2 days survived. I kept swimming until I got into the dark waters, and then I saw a shark. And I'm like, all right, baby, I want you to go ahead and bite me. Come on. Come on, I want to be in the same situation I was last game when, you know, the glitch happened. I heard the sounds. I'm like, oh my god, what kind of shark is that? Is that a big one? And I put my cursor on it, and it was a great white. I'm like, wow, that is a big shark. Bigger than the tiger sharks that got me before. And there was tiger sharks swimming around too. And I was like, are one of you guys gonna bite me? One of you guys gonna bite me? What's going on? It's almost like I was playing with them out here. It's pretty fun. But then I heard the spooky music start, and I'm like, yep, something's gonna happen again. And it was the great white that took me and bit the hell out of me. And you can see my blood, me thrashing around the water. It says I also noticed that it said I better patch myself up down in the bottom corner. Again, telling you need a bandage, but I have no idea how you actually patch yourself up with a bandage. And this time I actually paid closer attention to the orientation of the islands, so that I was able for the first time to actually swim back to my original island. I had the sharks continuing to chase me for a while, and they kind of bumped me up in the air a couple of times. But here I was looking at my health, I saw that I already lost 1 notch, I believe, there. A little closer to my island, I looked again, and 2 notches I had lost. So pretty much same situation as I had that first game, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to see if, if you can survive a shark bite in this game, and if so, how you do it. So I finally got back to my island here just about the time the sun was setting, and looked at my health again, saw that I was just still 2 notches down. Went ahead and decided to go ahead and light a campfire until I could go to bed, go ahead and eat and drink and fill up on that. And I'm eating the crabs, and I was kind of surprised. I figured with all the work it took to cook the crabs that they would be more filling than... I think I was having to eat 2 crabs to fill me up 1 notch on the hunger. I was kind of surprised that the cooked crabs weren't more satisfying than what they were. So I continued to go ahead and try to eat and fill up my hydration and hunger. Looked at my health, I was only 2 notches down, but I figured I wanted to go ahead and go to bed and see what my health was like the next morning. So I went ahead and went to sleep, and went ahead and woke up and saved the game, and that's where I'll be starting off now at the end of video 7 here. Alright, so here we go with Stranded Deep after having to restart because of the glitch. So I just think I know that if I ever see it where I can't open my inventory or hit the F key again like I did before, to not save it, because then I'll be stuck at 89%. Alright, don't know why I'm holding a lighter, but that's not what I want to do. Go ahead and click this. Make sure everything's the same. Yeah, I just woke up. Alright, sun's just coming up. Let's take a look and see what our health's looking like here. Oh wow, yep, we are definitely losing health. We need hydration and we need food bad too. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. I have some potatoes here. I'll go ahead and grab these. Go ahead and eat those. I think my hydration is what was bad though. Let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah, we need hydration. Drinkable coconut, there we go. Drinkable coconut. Some Q. Let's take a look and see what 1 coconut does. A little bit. Q. No, that's better. Okay. Take our hatchet here. E. Q. Get rid of this one. Q. Now, almost full on her thirst. Now I just need to eat. Come on. Oh, it says coconut half. Okay. There we go. I need all these things here. And we have lost 1, 2, 3, 4 bars on our health. We are definitely deteriorating from last night where we had only had 2 bars gone. We're full and just a little bit of hydration needed. Alright, after losing 4 health bars and eating and drinking to a full status, I decided to run out into the water to see if I am still bleeding from that shark bite. And sure enough, you can see the blood. Not a good sign. I just don't know any way to stop that bleeding. So we'll be back with video number 8, and you guys can watch and tune into that to see if I perish in this game, being bit this time from a great white, as you saw, or if I somehow survive. Thanks for watching. Be sure you rate, be sure you comment, and be sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Thanks for everybody for watching. This has been Zaxter99. Take care.